If you are in any business or dealing with cash on daily basis, you must be maintaining debit and credit sheet. In today's video, we will see how we can create a debit and credit sheet in Excel. Hi, my name is Vijay and you are watching OfficeChamp. Let's start the video without any delays. This is a debit and credit sheet which I have created in Excel. Before creating the new format, let's see how it works. On the left hand side, we have got our dates, and just in front of dates, we have got our days and months. Just after that, we have got our particulars. We have to insert all the particulars over here. Either it is debit or credit. Means either expenses or income, we have to insert all the things over here. Whenever it's an income, we have to put received in the end, and whenever it's an expense, we have to put paid in the end. Based on the last word that will be received or paid, our formula is going to work. When we come to right hand side, we have got our amount over here, means we have to insert the amount, and on the right hand side, all the things will be captured automatically. On the top, we will be able to see total debit, total credit, and balance amount. In case you want to check your income or expenses based on months, it can be selected from here. When we will click on any button, we will be able to see the details of that specific month. Once you have checked all the details, just come to right hand side and clear the filter button, and all your data will be back. In this format, there will be total 2 sheets. First one will be debit and credit sheet, and in another sheet, I have kept all my expenses and income. Though this sheet is not mandatory, but just to remember the things, I have kept all my expenses as well as income over here. Let's start creating a new format now. I have opened a new workbook. Currently we have got just a single sheet, and that is sheet 1. I'll rename the sheet. This will be income and expenses example. I'll click on A1. Now I'll go to my example file and we'll take all the income and expenses from there. In this sheet, there is no formula. I have just kept expenses and incomes. In the end of all the expenses, we have to type paid, and in the end of all the income, we have to type received. You'll have to remember this thing only. Now I'll copy the sheet, Ctrl C or Command C, will go to my new format and will paste over here. Ctrl V or Command V. We'll go to View tab and we'll remove the grid lines. Now we will insert another sheet, and this will be debit and credit. We'll take column A closer. We'll click on B9. This will be serial number, date, day, month, particulars, received, / paid. We'll increase the column size. We'll come down, serial number 1, 2. We'll select both and we'll drag it down. We'll keep till 10, so I'll delete this. Date. I'll take some random date over here. 1st Jan 25. We'll align this in left. We'll select the whole column. We'll press Ctrl 1. We'll go to date. We'll select a desired date format and we'll click on OK. Now I'll drag this down. Day. The formula will be plus or equal to text, bracket open. I'll click on first date, comma, double inverted comma, DDD, means D 3 times. Double inverted comma close, bracket close, and I'll hit enter. We got our first day. We'll go to formula bar and we'll copy the formula. Ctrl C or Command C. We'll press escape. We'll come to month and we'll paste the formula over here. Ctrl V or Command V. So over here also we have got our day. I'll double click on the formula. We'll come in the end. We'll remove D, and over here I'll type MMM, means M 3 times. We'll hit enter. We got Jan. Now we will drag this down and we'll drag down our months. If I'll change my month over here, in months we can see the changes. Particulars. I'll increase the column size. We'll go to my income and expenses, and from here I'll copy some expenses. Ctrl C or Command C. We'll come to my debit and credit sheet and we'll paste over here. Ctrl V or Command V. So these are some of our expenses. I'll go back to my income and expenses and we'll copy some income from here. Ctrl C or Command C. We'll come to debit and credit sheet. and we'll paste over here. Control V or Command V. We'll delete this. We'll increase the column size. So all our income and expenses will be in single column. Just the difference will be expenses will have paid in the end and all the income will have received in the end. Now I'll click on serial number. We'll press Shift Control, right arrow key, down arrow key. We'll go to Home and we'll create borders. We'll select row number 9 and we'll change the font style. We'll do as Arial bold. We'll adjust the column size of serial number. We'll click on serial number. We'll press Shift Control, right arrow key and we'll change the cell color. We'll change the font color. Now we will come to right hand side and we'll insert our formula over here. And the formula will be plus or equal to trim, bracket open, right, bracket open, substitute, bracket open. I'll click on first particular, comma, double inverted comma, space, double inverted comma, close, comma, repeat, repeat, bracket open, double inverted comma, space, double inverted comma once again, comma, len, bracket open. We'll click on particulars once again. Now I'll close the bracket of right, substitute and repeat. Means I'll close the bracket 3 times. Comma, len, bracket open. We'll click on particulars. We'll close the bracket till it doesn't get black. And we'll hit enter. And we got paid over here. This formula will pick up only the last word from our particulars. If I drag this down, we can see paid and received over here. Salary paid. If I type Vijay over here, enter. Now we can see Vijay. Means this formula is picking only the last word. I'll undo this. In debit and credit sheet, the first thing is opening balance. I'll type balance over here, enter, and we can see balance in received or paid. Now I'll select the whole sheet. We'll go to home. We'll come in the center. In center, we get the option of conditional formatting. I'll click on conditional formatting, highlight cell rule, equal to, and over here, I'll type balance. We'll click on drop down, customize format, fill. We'll click on drop down and we'll select a desired color. Font. We'll change the font color from here and we'll click on OK. OK. So the word balance got highlighted. Now I'll delete balance from here and we'll do it opening balance. Perfect. Now we will highlight paid and received. We'll select the whole sheet. We'll go to conditional formatting, highlight cell rule, equal to, and over here I'll type paid. I'll highlight paid in red. By default, we can see red color over here. I'll click on OK. We'll go to conditional formatting once again, highlight cell rule, equal to, and this time I'll type received. We'll click on drop down and we'll select green fill with dark green text and we'll click on OK. So received got highlighted in green. If I'll go on top, over here we can see rent paid. If I'll do this rent received, enter, the cell color got changed and we can see received over here. This will be amount. We'll take some random figures over here and to take random figures, I'll use rand between plus or equal to rand between bracket open bottom. I'll take bottom figure as 500, comma, top. I'll take top figure as 2000. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We got random figure over here. We'll align this in center. Now I'll drag this down. We'll copy the figures, Control C or Command C, and we'll paste over here as values. Paste special values. We'll create borders. We'll create border in header also. We'll change cell color of header and we'll change the font color. We'll come to right hand side. We'll click just in front of amount. This will be income / expense. We'll adjust the column size. We'll create borders. This will be debit amount. We'll adjust the column size. This will be credit amount. We'll adjust the column size. And this will be balance amount. We'll adjust the column size. We'll select all the heads and we'll change the cell color and font color. We'll select till bottom and we'll create borders. We'll change cell color over here also and we'll change the font color. We'll come little bit left. Now we will insert formula or function of if over here. So what our formula is going to do? If there will be balance in received or paid, we want to see opening balance over here. If it will be received, I want to see income over here. And if over here it will be paid, I want to see expense over here. Now I'll use nested if over here. In case you don't want to use nested if, you can use ifs also. Plus or equal to if, bracket open, I'll click on balance, is equal to balance. So whenever we insert text inside Excel formulas, we put text inside double inverted commas. So I'll put double inverted comma balance, double inverted comma close. So if it will be balance over here, what I want in return? I want opening balance. So I'll put double inverted comma opening balance, double inverted comma close, comma, I'll put another criteria of if, bracket open, I'll click over here once again, is equal to received, double inverted comma received, double inverted comma close. In case we will have received over here, I want to show income. So I'll put comma, double inverted comma income, double inverted comma close, comma, we will use third criteria of if, bracket open, I'll click over here, is equal to paid, double inverted comma paid, double inverted comma close. If it will be paid over here, I want to show expense in return. So I'll put comma, double inverted comma expense, double inverted comma close, comma, if none of the criterias will meet, I want to show blank. So I'll put double inverted comma twice in the end. We'll close the bracket and we will close the bracket till bracket doesn't get black and we will hit enter. We can see opening balance over here. Now I'll drag this down. Over here we can see received, and in our formula means in income and expenses we can see income. If it's paid over here we can see expense. If I'll do received over here, we can see received and it became income. Now we will highlight our income, expense and opening balance. We'll select the whole sheet. We'll go to conditional formatting, highlight cell rule, equal to, and over here I'll type expense. I have highlighted paid in red, so I'll highlight income in red. By default we can see red color. I'll click on OK. So our expenses got highlighted in red. We'll go to conditional formatting, highlight cell rule, equal to, and this time I'll type income. We'll click on drop down and we'll select green fill with dark green text and we'll do OK. So all the income got highlighted in green. Now we have to highlight our opening balance. For opening balance, we will take the same color what we have taken for balance. We'll go to conditional formatting, highlight cell rule, equal to, and over here I'll type opening balance means OP dot balance. In case you are using your conditional formatting and you are not getting the desired results, just cross-check your spelling once. We'll click on drop down, customize format, fill. We'll click on drop down and we'll select the desired color and we'll change the font color. And we'll click on OK. OK. So the color of opening balance got changed. We'll come to right hand side. Now we will insert our formulas over here. We'll come to left, plus or equal to, if, bracket open, I'll click on balance, is equal to, double inverted comma paid, double inverted comma close, comma, I'll click on first amount. If it will be paid over here, I want this amount, comma, if not, I want blank in return. So I'll put double inverted comma twice. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We can't see anything over here. Let's do one thing. I'll double click over here. We'll come in the end and between two double inverted commas, I'll put 0 and we'll hit enter. Now we can see 0. We'll align this in center We'll drag this down and we can see amount of all the expenses. And this became our debit amount. Now we will come to credit amount and the formula will be plus or equal to. This time I am going to use ifs. Ifs, bracket open. I'll click on balance is equal to balance. So I'll take balance in double inverted commas because balance is a text. Double inverted comma balance. Double inverted comma close, comma. If this will be balance, what I want in return? I want this amount, comma. And if this will be received, so I'll put is equal to double inverted comma received, double inverted comma close, comma. If this will be received, then also I want this amount only. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We got the amount. We'll take this in center. We'll double click in the formula and in the beginning of the formula we will put the criteria of if error. Sometimes in lack of data, Excel throws errors. So to avoid those errors, I'll be using if error over here. If error, bracket open, will come to the end, comma, double inverted comma, 0, double inverted comma close, bracket close, and I'll hit enter. Now I'll drag this down. Balance amount. You'll have to see the formulas very minutely over here. The formula of first cell will be totally different. It will be just connected from the credit amount. So it will be plus or equal to, I'll click on first credit amount, which is our opening balance. Enter. We'll select the whole column and we'll align all the things in center. The formula will be plus or equal to if, bracket open. Along with if, I'll be using and over here. And, bracket open. I'll click on second debit amount is equal to 0, comma. If this will be 0 and our credit amount will also be 0, so I've clicked on credit amount is equal to 0. I'll close the bracket of and, comma. If these criteria meet, then I want 0 in return, comma. And if these criteria don't meet, then what I want? Then I want balance amount minus debit amount plus credit amount. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we got our figure. We'll drag this down. We'll come to left. We can see one border over here which is really not required. So I'll delete the whole row. We'll go on top. We'll click on B4. We'll select till row number 7 means till B7 and we'll select till extreme right hand side. We'll create outside border over here. We'll change the cell color. We'll change the font color also. Now I'll click on C4 and we'll select till G. We'll merge this together. We'll increase size of row number 4. This will be debit and credit sheet. We'll increase the font size. We'll change the font style. We'll do as Arial bold. We'll increase font size a little bit more. Now I'll click just under debit and credit amount. We'll select till G. We'll select row number 6 also and we'll merge this together. We'll change the cell color. Over here we will type income to be credited, expenses to be debited. We'll click outside. We'll click over here once again and we'll create outside border. We'll increase the font size. We'll click on I, means I5. We'll select till K. We'll select next row also. And we'll remove color from here, means no fill. We'll create borders. We'll do font color as black. This will be total debit, total credit, and this will be balance amount. We'll select all three and we'll align this in center. For debit, credit and balance amount, we are not going to use sum because when rows will be hidden, sum is not going to work perfectly. So in that case, we will be using subtotal. In case you want to use aggregate, you can. Plus or equal to subtotal, bracket open. We will select number 9, that is sum, comma, reference 1. I'll select debit amount from top to bottom. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We got our figure. We'll drag this to total credit also. Balance amount. The formula will be plus or equal to, I'll use lookup over here. Lookup, bracket open, lookup value. I'll put 2 over here, comma, 1 divided by is number, bracket open. I'll select the whole column of balance amount. We'll close the bracket, comma. We'll select column of balance amount once again. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. So we got our balance amount. We'll align this in center. Over here, I'll insert criteria of if error also. If error, bracket open, will come to the end, comma, double inverted comma, 0, double inverted comma, close, bracket close, and I'll hit enter. I'll select all three. We'll press Ctrl 1. We'll go to currency. We'll select a desired currency. Decimal places, I'll do as 0 and we'll click on OK. We'll change the font colors over here. Total debit, I'll do as red. We'll make it bold. Total credit, font color will be green. We'll make it bold. Balance will be black. I'll make it bold. You can press Ctrl B or Command B also to make it bold. Now I'll click on top of total debit. We'll go to insert, pictures, place over cells, picture from a file. These are my pictures. I'll select a desired picture and we'll click on insert. Size of the picture is too big. I'll reduce the size and we'll place over here. Now I'll press Ctrl and we'll drag the picture. Copy got created. We'll create one more copy. Now I'll click on second picture. We'll right click the mouse. Change picture from a file. I got diverted to my picture folder. I'll select the desired picture and we'll click on insert. And this time there's no need to resize the picture. We'll click over here, right click the mouse, change picture from a file. We'll select the desired picture, insert. We'll select row number 5 and 6 and we'll increase the size. We'll decrease size of row number 7. We'll increase size of row number 2. We'll click on B2 and we'll select till L and we'll merge this together. We'll reduce the size of row number 3. We'll go to view and we'll remove the grid lines. Perfect. Now I'll come over here. We'll reduce size of row number 8. We'll increase size of row number 9, means our headers. Now I'll click on serial number. We'll press Ctrl A or Command A. My whole data got selected. Now I'll press Ctrl T. Small window popped up. Create table. My table has headers and I'll click on OK. My data got converted in a table. We'll go to Table tab and we'll remove filter buttons. In case you want to keep filter buttons, you can. We can see table styles on top. We'll click on drop down. From here you can select any desired color. I'll select this one. Now I'll click inside my table. We'll go to insert. When I created my table, we got slicer button over here in insert. You can insert slices in tables or pivot tables. If you are not using tables or pivot tables, you will not get the option of slicer. Means it will be there, icon will be there, but it will not be active. In slicers, we can see all the heads. I'll click on month and we'll do OK. My slicer got inserted over here. Currently, we have got 2 months, so we can see Jan and Feb. If I'll insert one date of March, we can see March. And if I'll do one date as August, we can see August over here. We'll click on slicer. We'll go to slicer tab. Columns. We'll do columns as 6. We'll adjust the size. We'll put over here. We'll increase the size. Now I'll click inside my table once again. We'll go to insert, slicer. We'll come down and from here I'll select income and expenses. OK. We'll go to slicer tab, columns. We'll do as 4. We'll adjust the size and we'll put it over here. We'll adjust the size once again. We'll go to slicer tab and we'll change the color of slicer. Over here also, I'll change the color. Perfect. If I'll click on Jan, we can see the data of Jan. If I'll click on Feb, we can see the data of Feb. If I'll select Jan and Feb together, we can see the data of Jan and Feb. I'll clear the filter. If I want to check the expense, I'll click on expense and all the expenses are in front of us. If I want to check the expense of January, so I've already clicked on expense. Now I'll click on January and we have got expenses of January only. In the same way, if I'll click on income, we can see the income of January. If I'll clear filter from here, we can see all the income. Opening balance, we can see opening balance. So the format is ready now. I'm sure you must have loved the video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you soon with a new topic. Till then, bye bye.